शोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरं तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं वातात्मजं वानरयोत्तमकं श्रीराम शरणं प्रपद्ये। श्यावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। जय जय श्री राम। जय श्री राम।
जय श्री राम।
तो मित्रों, पहले फिर आपका से स्वागत। आज 27 फरवरी है और हमारे बीच में आप देख रहे हैं एक नाम विपिन स्क्रीन पर। सो विपिन मेरा भतीजा है, उसका बर्थडे। सो विश हिम हैप्पी बर्थडे और ब्लेस हिम प्लीज। सो हैप्पी बर्थडे विपिन।
Many happy returns of the day, Vipin ji.
इतने सब राम भक्तों का आशीर्वाद है तुम्हारे पर।
Happy birthday.
So आज is the last Saturday of this month of February. So lately for a few months we're trying that in the last Saturday or fourth Saturday generally we have some discussion on other Ramayans. We started with Valmiki Ramayana and we got so much interested that we want to know about other Ramayans. Then we had a well-learned speaker. He talked about hundreds of Ramayans, and then we invited calls for followers like you to come and talk about the Ramayans that they are aware of. So we all get enlightened about it. So that's the idea. So as you know, let me see the screen. So today we have two learned scholars here from US. So one is Srimati Veena Mohanji. So she is in New Jersey, USA. So she will be talking about Ramayana Darshanam, Kompu's Ramayana Darshanam, and that is in Kannada language. और हिंदी भाषी से होगा कन्नड़ भाषा में, हिंदी में कन्नड़ और इंग्लिश में कन्नड़ा. So और उसके इनके बाद में so she'll speak for about 30 minutes. उसके बाद में we will have श्रीमती उषा मेहरा जी that you all know very well from Houston. She will talk about Radhesham Ramayana. Let me read out introduction of Veena ji. So Mrs. Veena Mohan is speech pathologist by profession and she works as a consultant here in New Jersey. She is trained in Bharatanatyam, Carnatic music, theatre art. She has been presenting Harikatha since 2001 in English, Kannada, Harikatha, and English, Kannada, and Tamil, I think. English-Tamil combination in US, Bangalore, and other places. She's presented live Harikatha at various temples in US, Bangalore, and many other places. So maybe when things are better, we will have opportunity to see her live here in Houston. So her recent performance in Bangalore, Lavakusha, and Purandara Dasuru was attended by a large number of audience and recognized by local media. So without taking much time, we are here excited to listen to Veena ji. So we thank you, Veena ji, for giving us time. She'll be speaking for the first time on this forum, and definitely it's not going to be the last, and we hope you keep continuing and keep blessing us. So आपका स्वागत है वीणा जी. अब हमें आप बताइए कन्नड़ रामायण के बारे में. So we become a lot more knowledgeable after the end of the day. जय श्री राम. आप म्यूट पर हैं वीणा जी. यू आर ऑन म्यूट. म्यूट, आप म्यूट पर हैं वीणा जी.
हेलो.
हाँ.
आत्मा राम आनंद रमण अच्युत केशव हरि नारायण आत्मा रामानंद रमण अच्युत केशव हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण. Jai Shri Ram. We have assembled here to talk about Ramayana Darshanam. Ramayanam in Kannada. It is written by Kuppalli Venkatappa Puttappa. Hope you can see. This is the poet born in 1904 and died in 1994. He is considered as the greatest poet of the 20th century, especially in the Kannada literature. He is considered as Mahakavi, Rashtrakavi, Vishwakavi, who received Jnanapita Award and also Padma Bhushan Award by Government of India. It is said that Ramayana Darshanam, कुवेंपु ने रामायण की रचना नहीं की, लेकिन रामायण ने कुवेंपु की रचना कर दी. उनकी कला उजागर हुई इस महान काव्य के साथ. इसी के साथ वे राष्ट्रकवि, महाकवि, विश्व कवि कहलाए. The important sandesh that Ramayana Darshanam gives is Papi Uddara Mihudu Srishtiya Mahadvyoha Rachanayali. That means in Ramayana Darshanam, anybody who is a papi or who is an ill character, bad character, evolves itself, and by the end of Ramayanam, they evolve to be a good character. You take, for example, Manthara, or you take example Ravan, you take example of Maricha. Any character which is considered as a bad character in Mool Ramayan evolves itself. वो each character in Kuvempu ने इतना लिख दिया है. So inside the by the end of the Ramayana Darshanam, every character will become a good character. So we will take the example of Manthara to start with. This Ramayana Darshanam, here, इसमें दैवत्व का नहीं बल्कि दैवत्व गुणों को दर्शाया गया है. राम का आज्ञाकारी पुत्र होना, सीता का सदा संवेदनपूर्ण होना, भरत और लक्ष्मण सदा कार्यत्व का निष्ठावान होना. That is highlighted in Ramayana Darshanam. It is not Daivatva. It is not Rama as a god, but Rama with Daivatva gunon ka raja hai. Sirf raja nahi, Daivatva gunon ka raja hai. So the important sandesh in Ramayana Darshanam is every character that is born or has a bad gun, in the end, they will re-evolve itself and they become good. Ravan ka pura chapter hai where he converts himself. He realizes what mistake he has done. वो सीता माता की गोद पर रोता है before he dies. He realizes how bad he was, what bad things he did. That is the sandesh or goodness of Ramayana Darshanam. In Mool Ramayan mein, it is said that Valmiki ji ne, like every character, Purvardh, he has written only about some portions, like Purvardh, only the half of their character. But in Ramayana Darshanam mein, the poet, the Kavi, writes about the Uttarardh. You can also call it Uttarardh or Uddhar Kand. not just Uttarakand, Uddharkand, like where the character evolves itself and becomes good. This Ramayana Darshanam runs about 22,284 lines, and it's about 877 pages in the book format. Kavi was about 32 years old. He was only 32. Kuvempu was only 32 when he started writing Ramayana Darshanam. It took about 10 years. About age of 42, he completed Ramayana Darshanam, and he dedicated this Mahakavya, it is called as the Mahakavya of the century, to his guru, Professor Venkannaya. Let's take the example of Manthara. In Mool Ramayan, Valmiki ji ne bolte hai Manthara kurupi hai, and he stops at that. But here in Ramayana Darshanam mein, the Kavi goes on to explain what that kurup is. Kudubillu magida mayya tonnu belgale vidida karraniya kubjatiya gooli hinalina wol goonu ubbida bennu palgudiri bodada bacchu baiya kuliya kennegala ditta maasida kanna katoರದ ಕರ್ಬನ ಮೊರಡು ಮುಗದ ಕೂದಲುದರಿದ ಬೋಳು ಪೊರ್ಬಿನ ವಿಕಾರದ ಪಂಜರದ ಓಲ್ ಅಸ್ಥಿರ ಪಂಜರದ ಓಲ್ ಸ್ಥಿರ ಸ್ಥವಿರಯಂ. That means he explained how ugly Manthara looked, how much of Guni, that hunchback that she had. She had a dark skin with white patches. She had no teeth at all, and all her hair was very thin and very disturbed and never kept in line. So he completely gives a full description of Manthara's appearance. Now, Manthara, again in Mool Ramayan, there is not a full story about Manthara. But here in Ramayana Darshanam, Kavi gives a complete story of birth of Manthara. In Kekeya kingdom, once when Kekeya Raja has gone on hunting to the forest, he finds a crying baby child in the forest, and he rescues the baby, brings her back to Kekeya kingdom, and there the child starts growing up. As she's growing up, she is not beautiful child. She's very ugly looking in the eyes of others. So no one wants to be friend with this girl. कोई सहेली नहीं थी उनके साथ, कोई उसको पालने वाला नहीं थे. Nobody wanted to be near her. Everyone was cursing at her and yelling at her, screaming at her. This poor soul, always crying for love, affection. As she grew up, Kekeya Raja gets baby, Kaikeyi. Now, the growing up young Manthara becomes the nanny for Kaikeyi. Now, Manthara, she shows all the love and affection on Kaikeyi. So, when looking at Kaikeyi, she starts forgetting all her worries, all her sadness, all her loneliness. Then when Kaikeyi gets married and she follows her to Ayodhya, of course, in Ayodhya also she is not welcomed. Nobody likes her in Ayodhya. Everyone is only looking at her kurup and they want to keep her away. And they consider her as a bad omen. If she comes in front of them, they would be yelling and screaming at her, "Get out! Tu badsurat aurat! Hatao! Hatao! Hamare nazron se hatao!" So nobody wants to be friendly with Manthara. Manthara is very sad, very depressed, very lonely inside her heart. And as Kaikeyi gets Bharata, now she becomes the nanny for Bharat. She started taking care of Bharat. And now Bharat is everything for her. Like how Kaikeyi was everything for her, now Bharat becomes everything. In Mool Ramayana, Manthara's entry comes only when there is Ram Pattabhishek ka news. When Dasharatha is deciding that he wants to do coronation, Ram Pattabhishek ka Varta. At that time in the kingdom, there is mixture of emotions. Like there is happiness, but there is little bit of angry with certain group of people. There is jealousy. There is hatred. There is mixture of emotions. But the Manthara's entry in Mool Ramayana is around that time. But in Ramayana Darshanam, Kavi brings Manthara, introduces Manthara in a very quiet environment. Like once, when in the royal garden, all the queens, the Sumitra, Kaikeyi, and Kaushalya, along with their babies, they're all having a nice time in the garden. Now, Rama is a small boy and he starts, that day is a full moon day, Rama starts crying, looking at the moon, saying that he wants the moon, he wants the moon. Then only he will play, then only he will eat food. Even Kaushalya or Sumitra or Kaikeyi, how much ever they carry Ram, he will not stop crying. Now they don't know what to do. At that time, Manthara enters with carrying Bharat in her arms, and she sees Ram crying. What does she do? She brings a mirror, Aina. She brings a mirror and she shows the pratibimb of the moon in the Aina, in the mirror, to Ram. So Ram looks at the moon and he starts clapping and he starts jumping and he's very happy that he got the moon and he stops crying. Now, Ram is very happy. Ram as such, itna sundar tha. And now when he's laughing, when he's smiling, he's extremely beautiful. So now what does Manthara do? Manthara puts Bharat down. Manthara puts Bharat down and she extends her arm. She wants to carry Ram. And she puts her arm out. Immediately, Kaushalya yells at her, Muttader, Kandangamangala, Muttader. Macho, mere bete ko macho. Don't touch my son. She yells. Manthara has extended, she wants to hold Ram. Now, suddenly, she feels betrayed. I can't even carry Ram. Why is this? Is this because I look ugly? I can't even hold Ram. She steps back. She feels very sad. She holds Bharat now. और मंत्रा को लगता है मेरे लिए केवल एक ही है, केवल सिर्फ एक भरत ही है, वही मेरा सब कुछ है, और कोई नहीं है. Manthara is very insulted. She is very angry. क्रोधित, अपमानित Manthara उधर से चली जाती है. From that day onwards, Manthara keeps this bitterness, this incident in her mind, and she keeps away. दूर रहती है कौशल्या से और राम से, वो दूर रहती है और अपॉर्चुनिटी के लिए वेट कर रही है. Then days pass by, and that day when Dasharath, the day that Dasharath decides about Pattabhishek for Ram, which is not there in Moola Ramayana, which is there here in Ramayana Darshanam, that day Manthara has a dream, a bad dream. She sees in the dream that her daughter बेटी की जैसी कैकेयी विधवा के वेश में she is going far away, एक मरुभूमि में चल रही है, holding Bharat's arm, Bharat's hand. And मंत्रा इधर से पुकार रही है, कैकेयी कैकेयी तू किधर जा रही है, क्या हुआ तेरे को? और कैकेयी रो रही है, इतना रो रही है, और विधवा के रूप में है, और वो चली जाती है. So ये अपशकुन, she sees this in her dream. As soon as she wakes up, she gets the news that राम को पट्टाभिषेक होने वाला है. So कवि इतना सुंदर से this चित्रण किया है इधर. ओ कुब्जे नडेदोडिदल. She is an old lady. She always has a cane to walk. But now she starts running. She starts running towards Kaikeyi's room. Oh, ketteni, kettenan. Oh, Bharata, oh, Kaikeyi, matigedi. Nirbhagye, innu nitte beke ninage. Kedidu biddide ninna siri gudiya gopuram. Honganasu gudi aitu. Bayala seridu ninna yenna bahudinada bayeke. Ketteni, kettena, ha, Bharata, ha, Kaikeyi. She runs to say, hey, Kaikeyi, you senseless lady, are you still sleeping? Everything is ruined. Your dream, my dream, everything is ruined. Whole, even Bharata, everything is ruined. Come on, wake up. Ketteni, kettena, oh, Bharata. Where are you, Bharata? Where are you, my dear Bharata? She starts crying and she falls down in Kaikeyi's front, in front of Kaikeyi's room. Kaikeyi is surprised and she gives her water, sprinkles water, and Manthara wakes up. Again, she has, Avva, Helavva, Bharataniಗೆ ಏನಾದುದು ಹೇಳವ್ವ. She calls her dear mom. My mother, like, what happened to my Bharata? Kaikeyi is thinking that something happened to Bharata. So, ಏನಾದುದು ಹೇಳವ್ವ. Then again she says, Ninna siriyu, ninna saundaryavu ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಹೋಯಿತು. ವಂಚಕರ ಸಂಚಿನಿಂದ ಭರತನಿಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಯಿತೆ. Oh, Mukde, she calls her daughter, hugs her and says, oh, everything is ruined for you, Kaikeyi. Now everything is ruined for Bharata. Those people are cheating on you. So they're taking away, all your dreams are shattered. All your dreams are shattered, my dear Kaikeyi. Now, she gives out the news of Ram Pattabhishek. Kaikeyi loves Rama a lot. Kaikeyi loves Rama a lot. But Manthara, calculatively, Anki Amshagalodane, she gives her complete statistics how it is going to be bad for Kaikeyi, how bad it is going to be for Bharat in the future. And Kaikeyi sees the true concern of Manthara, the true feelings of Manthara, the true affection, all that. The truth of Manthara's mamta. Manthara also liked Rama, but she did not hate Rama. But her love for Kaikeyi, her love for Bharata was enormous. Here, Kuvempu gives the reason why. When Manthara needed help, when Manthara needed someone, who came to her? None other than Kaikeyi and Bharata. They were the only two people. Her whole world was only Kaikeyi. So Manthara ki mamta was so big, so large for Kaikeyi and Bharata. She decided to send Ram out to Vanvas. Then Kaikeyi gets ready. And now in Kuvempu ka darshan, in Ramayana darshan mein, next Manthara comes into the picture when Bharat and Shatrughna come back and they hear about what has happened and Dasharatha is dead. So Shatrughna attacks Manthara physically. He pushes her and he says, "You, because of you, Rama went to forest. You ugly lady." At that time, Kaikeyi protects Manthara. You see, now Kaikeyi also, the bondage between Kaikeyi and Manthara is very well explained in Ramayana Darshana. And now, when Bharat comes forward, now Bharat is everything for Kaikeyi. But Bharat, what does he do? Tolagele kurupi, oh, tolagu kan boladinde, tu kuru badsurat aurat, चली जा मेरी नजरों के सामने से, कभी मत आना मेरी नजर के सामने, कभी मत आना. मैंने तुझको जीवन पर्यंत मैंने तिरस्कार कर दिया है. चली जाओ बदसूरत स्त्री. Bharat yells at Manthara. What happens to Manthara? Bharat is everything for her, but now Bharat is calling her Badsurat Aurat, you ugly Kurupi Aurat, tu chali ja yahan se. I don't want to see your face again. When he sees that, what does Manthara has to do? But look at Kavi Kuvempu here. Immediately, even though for a moment, Manthara takes back, oh, my dear Bharat, my Bharat does not want to see me anymore. But her Mamta comes out for Bharat again. She thinks like a mother, like if a son is yelling at, if a son,
There's some disturbance. Please keep yourself mute. Everybody, please keep yourself mute. Such an excellent representation going on. Please keep everybody yourself mute. And also on the chat, I would request everyone to just listen to this excellent presentation. We can always chat later. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram.
if a mother is being yelled at by the son, will the mother feel bad? Will the mother react? It is the same way Manthara ki Mamta, even though she feels bad for a kshana. Oh my God, my Bharat, I am an orphan, Anath Pragya uske samne aati hai. I am Anath, I don't have anybody now. Bharat is also yelling at me, but that is only for a moment. Like in Mamta, Manthara ki Mamta, bahar aati hai. Immediately she starts telling, oh, my dear Bharat is unhappy with me. वो खुश नहीं है, जो मैंने किया है उससे भरत खुशी नहीं है. उसको खुशी करने का है, मेरे को भरत को खुशी करने का है. What does Bharat want? भरत को क्या चाहिए? भरत को राम चाहिए, राम वापस आने का है. तो मेरा लाइफ का गोल है अभी राम को वापस लाने में. So immediately she decides to bring back Rama. She starts now, the character becomes a good character, and वो सोचने लगती है अभी भारत की खुशी के लिए राम को वापस आने का है. Oh my dear Ram, oh Ram, तू वापस आ जा. That becomes her mantra. Ram, where are you, Ram? Ram, 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 Ram. She starts Ram ka patan करने लगती है. And then she leaves. She becomes so engrossed in Ram ke mantra mein, Ram, wapas aaja, Ram, Ram, Ram. And she comes out of the palace. She starts walking. Oh, then she sees big fire, like a forest, and there is a big fire. And Manthara sees Rama in the center of the Agni, the big fire there. And Manthara sees, oh, meri Ram udhar hai, meri Ram udhar hai, meri Ram udhar hai, Ram wapas aaja, Ram wapas aaja. She walks into the fire. and gets burned. मैंने संक्षिप्त में मंथरा का स्टोरी इधर बोल दिया है, लेकिन कवि इधर मंथरा को इतना इंपॉर्टेंस देखते हैं, वो इट्स नॉट ओनली द एक्सटर्नल ब्यूटी, हर इंटरनल ब्यूटी, उनका आंतरिक, the beauty is great, and all she did was because of her love, because of her affection, because of her mamta towards Kaikeyi and towards Bharat. And the second character that we can take, ये मूल रामायण में कवि का ध्यान, वाल्मीकि जी का ध्यान इतना सीता माता पर है, लेकिन वो भूल जाते हैं उस चेहरे को, वो भूल जाते हैं इस चेहरे को जिसे कोई खुशी नहीं मिली, कोई खुशी नहीं मिली। वो अपनी बड़ी बहन की परछाई में सदा पीछे खड़ी रही। कौन है वो? और वो थी उर्मिला। ठीक है, वो थी उर्मिला, जिसकी बड़ी बहन की परछाई में सदा खड़ी रही, पीछे 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 खड़ी रही, जिसको कोई खुशी नहीं मिली। एंड वाल्मीकि जी ने भूल जाते हैं, जब 14 इयर्स राम की मुंह से उर्मिला के बारे में एक शब्द भी नहीं आता है। सीता भी बीइंग बड़ी बहन, उसका भी कोई, उसकी मुंह से भी 14 साल, 14 इयर्स कोई शब्द नहीं आता है। रामायण में, मूल रामायण में उर्मिला के बारे में, उर्मिला का नाम वेरी फ्यू टाइम्स इधर उधर आता है। पहली बार उसका नाम लेते हैं वाल्मीकि जी ने जब शादी का टाइम, इयम सीता मम सुता, when Janakaraj is giving away daughter Sita, he tells Lakshman ji, please marry my second daughter Urmila. लेकिन रामायण दर्शन में इंट्रोडक्शन का, उर्मिला का इंट्रोडक्शन बहुत पहले होते हैं। वो when during the bill breaking event, when मिथिला नगर में राम और लक्ष्मण मिथिला नगर का टूर, they are going around Mithila Nagar and they come to a royal garden. In the royal garden, at the same time, Sita and Urmila also have come to the same garden. इधर राम जी है, इधर राम और लक्ष्मण, और इधर है सीता माता और उर्मिला। एंड राम और सीता एक दूसरे को देखते हैं, and when they see each other, they recognize each other. They don't talk, they recognize each other, who they are. Ivalum avanai nokkinan, avanum ivalai nokkinan. He saw her and she saw him, and they recognize each other and they come back. When Sita Mata comes back to the palace, she's very sad of being away from Ram. Now, Urmila, though she is the younger Behan, she is the younger sister of Sita, she asks, Sita, why are you sad? Why are you sad, my dear Behan? Now, Sita has a lot of love and affection towards Urmila, younger sister, and she hugs her and she explains that she knows she saw Ram and she does not want to stay away from Ram anymore. So, and now Urmila hugs Sita and she comforts her. Now, Choti Behan, like mother, she shows the affection towards Sita like Badi Behan. And she shows a lot of love and affection towards Sita and she comforts her. Now, their marriage is finished, they've all come to Ayodhya, and the day Rama decides to go to the forest, लक्ष्मण जी ने एक शब्द भी नहीं पूछते हैं उसकी वाइफ उर्मिला से. He just decides he has to go behind Ram. Now, is it because Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore, when he is reading Valmiki Ramayana, पूछते हैं, why is this? Is it because Lakshman ji ने सोचा that for this kind of important decision, उसका अनुमति नहीं चाहिए, या लक्ष्मण जी को इतना विश्वास था that Urmila is not going to object? Is it because of that? So, and Lakshman ji goes away behind Ram. Now, Urmila runs behind them up to the Sarayu river. And she stops there. And she stops there, and in a small hut, she stays there for 14 years, waiting for Lakshman ji to come back. Everybody talks about Bharat staying in a hut for 14 years, waiting for Ramji to come back. Where there is a mention of Urmila ji waiting for 14 years in a small ashram, in a small hut, Urmila ji also waits for Lakshman. Now, Urmila ji is younger to Sita Mata. When they went to forest, Sita Mata was very, 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 very young. And she is younger than Sita Mata. She stands there, sacrifices sab kuch. She sacrifices sab kuch. And Valmiki ji ने कोई mention नहीं करते हैं उर्मिला जी का मन में क्या था. लेकिन कुवेम्पू के रामायण दर्शन में कवि पूछते हैं, कवि recognizes this. ನೀರವಧ್ಯಾನವದು ಹೇ ಊರ್ಮಿಳಾ ದೇವಿ ಸೌಮಿತ್ರಿಯರ್ಧಾಂಗಿ ಹೇಳು ನೀನೆಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಕಡದ ಕಡಲೋಲ್ ಅಯೋಧ್ಯ ನಗರಿ ಮಸುಗಿದ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ದಿನದಂದು ನಿನ್ನರ್ಧೆ ಪೂವಿನ ವೇದೆ ಜಗಳ್ದುದಿಲ್ಲವೇ ತುಳ್ಕಿ ನೇತ್ರ ಶತಪತ್ರದಿಂ ಪೆಣ್ತನಂ ತಾನೇ ನೀನಲ್ಲುದೆ ಊರ್ಮಿಳೆಯಲ್ತು ಪೆಣ್ಣೆಂಬ ತಪಕೆ ನೀನ್ ನಿರುಪಮ ಪ್ರತಿಮೆಯುಂ. कवि पूछते हैं उर्मिला तू उस दिन कहां थी जिस दिन अयोध्या में कोलाहल मचा था? क्या वही उधर कोई नहीं था? तुम्हारे आंख में उदासी नहीं देख पाए? क्या किसी ने तुम उधर देखा नहीं? रामायण दर्शनम में कवि उर्मिला की त्याग को स्वीकार करते हैं और उर्मिला की मौन व्रत को प्रशंसित करते हैं. They call her here, Ramayana Darshanam में कवि recognizes her and calls her उर्मिला, तू शिला तपस्विनी है, तू कविता की शक्ति है, तू त्याग की शक्ति है, ऐसा प्रशंसा करते हैं उर्मिला जी को. एंड वो बोलते हैं तू अहल्या से ही बड़ी है. अहल्या जी lived, Ahalya ji became like a rock, but tu Urmila, you lived like a rock. और ये जाने के बाद वाल्मीकि के रामायण में Ram being so karunamayi, so compassionate, and Sita being so affectionate towards her sister, कोई नहीं पूछते हैं उर्मिला के बारे में. और लक्ष्मण जी after leaving his young wife, एक भी बार नहीं पूछते हैं क्या हुआ मेरी वाइफ को, कैसी थी वो. उर्मिला के बारे में कुछ नहीं आता है. लेकिन रामायण दर्शनम में कवि बोलते हैं नहीं, ऐसा नहीं था. In Chitrakoot में he brings out lot of incidences. Once when In the night, Sita Mata is sleeping and Ramji is thinking, Ramji is lost in thoughts. And suddenly he sees Sita Mata waking up, waking up like that. Then he says, अरे मैं तेरा पति तेरी साथ में हूं. I am your husband. I am right here beside you, Sita. Why are you afraid? तू डरती क्यों है? मैं तो हूं इधर, तेरा पति. मैं तो हूं, सो जा. Why are you afraid? I am here. I am your husband. Then suddenly Ram thinks, लेकिन उर्मिला का क्या है? उर्मिला सीता से छोटी है. उसका क्या है? उसका पति नहीं है उसके पास. So how she must be afraid? वो कितना सोचती होगी, वो कितना डरती होगी. Then he comes and wakes up Lakshman ji and he says, Tama, Lakshmana, ಪಿಂತಿರುಗು ಅಯೋಧ್ಯೆಗೆ, ರಾತ್ರಿಯಂ ಕಳೆದು ಪಿಂತಿರುಗು, ಊರ್ಮಿಳೆ ನಿನ್ನನೇ ಕರೆದು ಗೋಳಾಡುತ್ತಿಪ್ಪೆನಂತೆ ಕಂಡೆ ಕನಸು. I saw Lakshman, as soon in the morning, you please get up and go back to Ayodhya. In my dream, I saw Urmila crying for you. Urmila is alone. Tama, dear brother, please go back. Please go back to Ayodhya. Ram talks about Urmila. Now, again, here Kavi talks about Lakshmana talking about Urmila. And Lakshmanji answers, Anna, Kante Urmile tapasvini, ninnodane baruva munnam akeya kuprayanante banden, ninage chinte inita desege bedam. Anna, my dear brother, do not worry about my wife Urmila. She is a tapasvini. She is in full agreement with me that I made the decision that I am coming with you, behind you, to be with you. She is in full agreement. She has no objection. Anna, my dear brother, do not worry about it. See how Lakshmanji thinks high about his wife. He calls her Tapaswini. And another incident in Chitrakoot, one day when Sita Mata is sleeping, in between suddenly she wakes up and she sees in the shadow someone sitting on a rock. She wakes up Ramji and he says, hey Ram, please, I see someone sitting there. Koi udhar hai? Dekh lijiye. Ram looks at the shadow and he recognizes that is none other than Lakshmana. What is Lakshmana doing in the dark, alone, with his head bent down? Now, he says, Saudayum puttu tandilli vishramisirddhana, Urmila vallabhanaise. Then Sita says, Nene dakeyum beyutiruvane, ಬೇಡುವನೇ ದೇವರಂ ತನ್ನ ಸತಿಗಾಗಿ ಸುಯಿದರ್ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತ ಭಾರದೆಂ ದಂಪತಿಗಳಿಬ್ಬರುಂ ಮಾತನುಳಿದಳ್ ಸೀತೆ. Now Sita says, oh, is that Lakshmanji who is sitting there alone with his head bent? Maybe he is missing his Sita. Maybe he is missing his wife, Urmila. Maybe he is praying to God for the welfareness of his wife Urmila. Oh, what did we do? Both Sita and Ram's heart become heavy with gratitude towards Urmila. These things are not mentioned about Ram's feelings, Ram's gratitude towards Urmila, and Sita missing Urmila, Lakshmana thinking high about Urmila is not mentioned in Valmiki Ramayanam. Whereas in Ramayana Darshanam, Kuvempu keeps a whole big chapter on Urmila herself. And he calls her Shila Tapaswini, Mauna Tapaswini, Tyag ki Murti, Ahalya se badi hai. इतनी ऊंची ऊंची शब्दों में उनका वर्णन करते हैं, and this is really commendable with in Ramayana Darshanam. I know I've been given on 30 minutes and I passed the 30 minutes, and I had kept stories about Mandodari, stories about Shabri. शबरी के बारे में इतना लिखते हैं न रामायण दर्शनम ने, जितना उधर मूल रामायण में नहीं है. एक और 2 मिनट लास्ट में बोलती हूँ. इन अग्नि प्रवेश के टाइम पर इन मूल रामायण में राम सीता को बोलते हैं अग्नि प्रवेश करने के लिए. सो सीता टेल्स Lakshman ji को arrange the fire, and she is ready to jump into the fire. Here is the difference. इधर है difference. In Ramayanam Darshanam में अच्छी तरह से सुनिए, जब सीता माता she jumps in the fire, Ramji also jumps in the fire, which is not in the Moola Ramayana. Here, Sita Mata jumps, immediately Ram also jumps, because, and both of them come out of the Agni, pure. They both of them, Ram is holding Sita Mata's hand, and they both come out. And everybody there, this Divya Dampati, unka vision, unko dekhte hain, sab dekh paate hain, in the center of the fire, Ram and Sita coming back. इधर कुवेम्पु जी ने बोलते हैं equality. The law is equal to everybody. If something has to be tested for a female, the same way testing needs to be done for male also. जिधर सीता माता का प्यूरिटी का चेकअप करते हैं, तो राम जी खुद आते हैं, even though he is the king. But the king is not above the law. Rules के ऊपर वो नहीं है. So इसको साबित करने के लिए राम जी भी फायर में जाते हैं, अग्नि में जाते हैं. And female and male equality and social justice के बारे में इतना है अग्नि प्रवेश के इंसिडेंट में. So बहुत कुछ है. रावण के बारे में इतना लिखा है, मंडोदरी, अनला, सब जो डिफरेंट है फ्रॉम मूल रामायण से. थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई नो आई टुक एक्स्ट्रा टाइम. आई एम सबरी के बारे में मैं maybe next time, some other time. And thank you all very much. Thank you, Gupta ji, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I would like to thank my friend Kushal, who helped me in my Hindi, a little bit of Hindi. And I would like to thank my friend Sarita, who also helped me to collect the information about Ramayana Darshanam. Gupta ji, आपकी वजह से मैं Ramayana Darshanam in depth, I started reading Ramayana Darshanam in depth. बहुत कुछ है इसमें, बहुत है. Each character, there are so many characters, so different from Mool Valmiki. Thank you, and thank you Usha ji, Malini ji. मेरे को refer करना, you know, Malini ji is the one, Malini Sheshadri referred me to you, and Usha ji also said okay to have her. Thank you Usha ji. Thank you Gupta ji again.
Thank you very much. पहले एक बार जरा इनके लिए थोड़ी तालियां बजाएं. So I'm completely speechless, and I'm not really going to comment on your talk. But only thing I have to apologize that 30 minutes or 40 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours is just not enough. This is just like a very small sample. You know, in statistics we call, you know, sampling. So
somebody is asking who is the writer. I'm reading the chat. It is Kuvempu. Who is the writer of Ramayana Darshanam? They are asking. It is Kuvempu ji. He is the poet. His pen name is Kuvempu Kuppalli Venkadappa Puttappa. Kuvempu is his short name, pen name. Somebody was asking in the chat.
I saw that. Yeah. So thank you. So thank you so much, Avinash ji. आपने इतना time लिया to prepare, and I think that is one of the advantages of I think of this forum, that we all are learning. Even those who have, this is not the first time you read this. You must have read many times. For people like
Right,
me,
but-
I'm the first time I'm hearing, and everything that you told me, I think new to me. I've never heard of any of these, and all, and I look forward to maybe some point in time in my life I will get a chance to read these if it is in Hindi or English. But talking about mantra, all we know is just a bad woman. That's it. Nothing more than that. So, but putting in this positive perspective, of course, Tulsidas ji in his Ramayana tells that it was not mantra's fault. It is the goddess Saraswati came and brainwashed her. So, so indirectly, he's also kind of saying that well, if goddess Saraswati comes in our head, we are going to say whatever goddess tells us, right? So same thing like about Urmila. There's in Tulsi Ramayana, there's absolutely no mention except the marriage time. That the Shaji calls Urmila, okay, get married to this guy, and that's the end of it. After that, the word Urmila doesn't show up in Tulsi Ramayana anywhere. But subsequently, Maithili Sharan Gupta, Hindi Kavi, National Kavi, Rashtra Kavi, wrote Saket, where he talks about plight of Urmila. So there's a lot to learn from these many different Ramayans. We are experiencing that. Every author has his or her own perspective. And I think more we know, the more we get enlightened. So later on, we will have some time for discussion, and I will invite everybody to comment. So please keep coming, Vinaji. I certainly maybe sometime next year we will do the same thing again. And that time we'll hear from you about Shabri, about Ravan, about Mandodari, and lesser known characters in some sense, or negatively portrayed characters in some sense. Ultimately nobody is negative. I think it is, and very good thing you said that you might be negative, but you can transform into positive. I think that's a very good positive message, that one doesn't have to be negative all his or her life. Things can transform. So once again, thank you so much, Vinaji. I do apologize once again for not giving you sufficient time. So we will certainly listen to you one more time in the future. Jai Shri Ram. So now let's move and invite Usha ji. Usha Mehra ji Houston में है. तो आज अमेरिकनों का बोलबाला है. All Americans are speaking, right? So look at what's happening. This is true globalization. We are talking about scriptures written in India by our sages, learned scholars, and we here in US are reading and talking about it, and people in India and Singapore and Dubai and UK, everybody listening. This is wonderful. This is what is Vasudev Kutumbakam, isn't it? It's happening. It's a whole big family. It's spread out all over. All the difference have just diffused. So without much, let me invite Usha ji. Usha ji, आपको तो सब जानते हैं. आपका मैं क्या परिचय दूं? हम तो आपको
मेरा परिचय मैं स्वयं, बस और कोई परिचय नहीं है.
तो मैं आपका परिचय मैं ये कहूँगा, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो. तो जब हम पर संकट आता है, हम आपकी शरण में आते हैं, और आप यू ऑलवेज सेव अस. सो उषा जी ह्यूस्टन बेस्ड हैं, और इनका बड़ा आशीर्वाद है हमारे पर. तो शी विल टॉक अबाउट राधेश्याम रामायण, वेरी पॉपुलर I think among all Ramayans written and which became got into masses. I think Radhesham Ramayana may be the latest. I've seen Ramayana written after that, but they didn't become anywhere near that popular. So Usha ji, बस आपका स्वागत है. आप
जी pranam. I don't know if the screen needs any adjustment. I want to have the ability to share my presentation.
Yeah, you can do a slide share, Usha
ji.
Or screen share, sorry.
Sadar pranam. Can you all hear me?
हाँ जी.
And you can see my screen.
जी बिल्कुल.
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो मैं इस मंच, इस पूरे फोरम को बहुत प्रणाम करती हूँ, because you've given me an opportunity. You've heard me before, but thank you for offering this opportunity. Thank you, Veena ji. It is going to be impossible to present after you because such wonderful, such magnificent presentation. My heartful thanks to you. And आपका तो बस क्या बताएं? We'll chat later, but I want to go ahead and try and make up some time if I can. So today I'm talking about Radhe Shyam Ramayan. First, I'll begin with my prayer. Om Trailokanatham Sarasiruhaksham Dayanidham Dvandvinash Mahabalam Vedanidhim Suresham Sanatanam Ramamaham Bhajami. Pranami to this forum. So Radhe Shyam Ramayan is, as Omji has already given some introduction, is a very popular Ramayan in Saral Hindi. The Ramayan has been published in the year, its first publication apparently came out in 1939. It's been written over, or it's been, it started in 1939 and it has evolved to its present form in around 1960s. So there have been 4 versions of this Ramayan prior to the final version. Presently in the market, if you go seek out Radhe Shyam Ramayan, these are the 2 forms in which the book is published. This version with Ramji ke Chitra ke saath jo hai, it's published through a publisher in Haridwar. And this publication with the photo of Pandit Radhe Shyamji, the author himself, is published by publishers in Bareilly. The Radhe Shyam Ramayan was composed in by a resident of Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh. As a matter of fact, I'm very fortunate and I'm very thankful to a couple who's present in this gathering, Mr. and Mrs. Khandelwal, who actually are residents of Bareilly, and Shri Khandelwalji personally shared with me that he has heard Radhe Shyamji's Ramayan in his own home in Bareilly. So we have somebody who has actually been blessed with the oration of Panditji himself. The author claims in one of his subsequent writings that he began writing at the age of 12. And the first part, the first chapter he wrote was Sita Haran. It's very interesting that he started out with that prasang. And he then evolved into, in subsequent year, adding chapter by chapter. Unlike, and again, don't have any history of how Tulsidas ji started writing or where he began and where he ended. I think there is some knowledge that he started with Ayodhya Kand, or but in any case, this author started with Sita Haran. I want to introduce this author because this Ramayan is very lokpriya. You know, it's kind of, it's a very popular Ramayan in the northern part of India. He was a practicing Brahmin in a Bareilly parivar, in a priestly family in Bareilly, but he also worked for a theater company, a Persian theater company that worked in Bombay. And that will provide a backdrop of why the Ramayana evolved the way it did. And it's presented, it's created in sections that could be presented in theater with and Ramlilas. Describing the Ramayana, it has 8 kands versus the Valmiki Ramayana and Tulsi Ramayana, which have 7 kands. There is an additional kand, Lav Kush Kand, which separates the life of life after coronation. So the entire Ramayana is described again with birth, Pushpavatika, the start of the wedding ceremony, the Dhanush Yagya portion where Sitaji's pre-Swayambar, and then Sitaji's ceremonious wedding sections, then Dashrath's decision to coronate Ramji, and Kaikeyiji's asking for her boons, and so on and so forth. You'll see, and in the interest of time, I wouldn't describe each section. I think the names are self-explanatory, but the significant thing is that each chapter is very conveniently split into sections of Leela. Therefore, if on any certain day or any certain occasion you want to focus on a certain aspect of this Ramayana, you can quickly go to that section to read. So in the modern technology words, I'd say it's reader friendly. The question arises, why is this Ramayana written over a long period, and why many versions? Apparently the first version came out in 1939 or around that time. And the first version, first time it came out as a Hindi Ramayana and an Urdu Ramayana. On finding some details of this, I ran across a paper by Cambridge University, in the library of Cambridge University, which I read in detail, and it provides that the original Ramayana was written more in Arabic, Persian, theatrical type presentation, and had a lot of Urdu words. But then taking you to the backdrop of India at that time, this was pre-independence time, there was a lot of emphasis on Hindutva and Hindi modernization, and the technical word that they use is Sanskritization of Hindi. Hindi had become extremely fluid with a lot of embedment of Urdu, and therefore there was a conscious effort made by many reformers to Sanskritize Hindi or to improve the vocabulary of Hindi. So the evolution of this text over time, therefore, speaks to the backdrop of India with people in that time frame, Madan Mohan Malviyaji doing a lot of social reforming in changing or in advising authors, writers to use more Sanskrit based Hindi. One of the things that talks about Pandit Radhe Shyamji's mindset at the time, that he was influenced by this environment, in that in his Prarthana, in his first introduction, he prays Jai Gananayak Ganapate, Jai Ganaraj Ganesh, Jai Trishuladhara Tripurhar, Trigunatit Mahesh, Jai Guruvar Jai Ishtvar, Sitavar Hridayesh, Jai Jai Bharat Bharati, Jai Jai Bharat Desh. So this is I think one very unique attribute of this Ramayana, that he has prayed to the Bharat Mata and recognized India in his Mangalacharan, in his Prarthana. And then in his Mangalacharan, which is somewhat simplistic, the author gives Tulsidas ji the credit. He says that he has tried to translate Tulsidas Ramayana. In his subsequent writings about his life and his becoming a writer, he does say that his focus was to translate Tulsi Ramayana, although he says that, but many aspects of his Ramayana actually have additional footage, additional writings like Lavkush Kand and Ramji's ascension to Saket in the very end. So again, it's it brings a certain unique aspects. One of the things that I want to point out is it is commonly referred to as Ramlila Ramayan or Geet Ramayan, because Ramlila, the play of the life of Rama, especially in the Navratri part, has been practiced in northern India, particularly for many years. And this Ramayan provided a very convenient script for those Ramayan players. It's interesting to know that over the years, and I remember even from my childhood, that the dialogues were so popular that the audience would sing with the actors because they were simple, they were lyrical. And so it was a very unique experience of Ramlila in those times. I want to share that in saying that he has followed Tulsidas ji his pattern, this Ramayana is also written in the meters of Doha and Chapai, just like Tulsi Ramayana. The Doha has retained the same metric system, 13 and 11 matras, but the Chapais are different. The Chapais actually are on meter of 16, I believe. No, I'm sorry, I've gone. Okay. So I did some research. Actually, a little while ago, a few months ago, we had a talk here by Pandit Niranjan ji, and if he's here, I want to express my thanks to him. I contacted him and I asked if there is a name for the chands that Radheshyam ji has used in this Ramayana, and sure enough, he sent me a reference, and I've incorporated part of what he sent me. Is chand ko mat savaiya kehte the, lekin after Pandit Radheshyam ji wrote this Ramayana in this chand, these chands have become named as Radheshyami Ramayan chand. And again, in his language, in his verbiage, there are 32 matras in this, 16 each, and each charan is kind of replicate. It's sung for singing purposes. The emphasis is on the 2 plus 12 plus 2, the way to sing, and I'll present that for you. But it's a very unique chand and can be sung very beautifully. So this is a Doha. I have taken certain examples. Again, this Ramayana, the beauty of it is it's very simplistic. And when I say that in comparison, of course, to the Mool Ramayan, Valmiki Ramayan, which is in Sanskrit, beyond the reading ability of many of us. And then Avadhi Ramayan by Tulsidas Ji, which is again written for masses and has served its purpose. But then this Ramayan is even yet more simple. And I'm going to read this in Doha form, Doha tune. जब खर दूषण का हुआ रण में काम तमाम, शूर्पनखा को फिर कहाँ पल भर भी विश्राम. This is from Dandak one, where Shurpanakha had approached Ramji. And then another example of the uniqueness of Radheshyamji that I have explored in this Ramayana is he used to do a lot of character comparisons. He's done a lot of character comparisons. Like here he says, Jaise Kubri ne kiya Awadh Pradesh ujaad, त्यों ही नकटी बन गई लंका को पतझड़. So he's comparing कि जैसे कुबरी मंथरा ने अवध प्रदेश को उजाड़ा, likewise Nakti, Surpanakha, became the Mool reason for the demise of Lanka. So, and again, it's very conversational, very sweet. When Shurpanakha goes to Dashkandar after the little punishment by Lakshmanji, झगड़े की जड़ बढ़ गई आगे को तत्काल, दशकंदर की सभा में बोली होकर लाल, पड़ जाए इस राज पर और ताज पर खाक, तेरे होते कट गई आज बहन की नाक. So you know, in real life experience, you would think that a sister can talk to her brother like that. It's very expressive of that mindset. So that's kind of the beauty of this Ramayana. And I can certainly appreciate Veena Mohanji expressing the Kannada Ramayana, that it became so expressive, and incidentally, that also is a creation of this century, 19th century. So maybe this was a period, a poetry, a literature period of writers focusing on more bhavatmak expressions of characters. The attribute about Urdu influence in Radheshyamji's Ramayana, I found this to be a very good combination. This is again happens to be in Manthara, the same prasang that Veena ji talked about. So Manthara keh rahi hai कि कैसे रानी शतरंज, and this is in chaupai format, by the way. रानी शतरंज बिछी है वह जिसमें कि तुम मात खाओगी, नक्शा ऐसा बन जाता है घर ही में जित हो जाओगी, तुम घोड़े की चालों पर हो प्यादा शय उधर दिखा दे रहा है, रस्ते वजीर ने रोके हैं रुक बादशाह का फेरा है. So then she goes on and says, यदि तुम इस रण में हार गई तो भरत रहेगा दासों में. Now in the last 4 lines of the same dialogue, Radheshyamji has focused pretty much on Hindi words. रखेगी तुमको कौशल्या दासी समान रनिवासों में, दिख ऐसे परवश जीवन पर क्यों पड़ा समझ पर पत्थर है, अधिकार नहीं सम्मान नहीं तो मर जाना ही बेहतर है. So this again describes the passion with which she expresses this the dialogue. One other uniqueness that I want to point out Radheshamji's Ramayana, most of the script is written directly quoted by the actors, by the role players, by Ram ne kaha, Lakshman ne kaha, Kubri ne kaha, Sita ne kaha. So it's very conversational. There is a term in English literature for that kind of writing. I couldn't find that equivalent in Hindi, but I'm sure there are Hindi scholars in this forum who will know that this is very dialogue-like. Moving on, some additional features of this composition is that the Ramayana provides a lot of small inserts of Lok Geet, Lok Kavita, where they, like in the Vivaha time, there are a lot of marriage related songs and poetry embedded right in the Ramayana, but it's separate. So people who want to read Ramayana as Ramayana in a Parayan form don't have to read those songs, but those songs can be used elsewhere. Some of the most widely sung bhajans, again by Hari Om Saran, Jagjit Singh, many of the famous singers are written by Radheshamji and are embedded in this Ramayana. शरण में आए हैं हम तुम्हारी दया करो हे दयालु भगवन, संभाली बिगड़ी दशा हमारी दया करो हे दयालु भगवन. And again, the devotion in him and the surrenderance in the bhava of Radheshamji is very very explicit in Ramayana as well as in these bhajan. तो इसमें वो लिखते हैं, प्रदान हो भक्ति ज्ञान हमको, मिले परम शक्ति दान हमको, तभी कहाओ गेताप हारी, दया करो हे दयालु भगवन. कृपा की होगी न दृष्टि जब तक दया की होगी न वृष्टि जब तक, न तुम भी तब तक हो न्यायकारी, दया करो हे दयालु भगवन. So again, in the interest of time, I won't complete the whole bhajan, but it's there for you to use. An additional aspect of this Ramayana is that Radheshamji took liberty to add some social discussion and some chapais and doha, some content on the social issues. For example, in the Ram Sugriva Mitrata part, Kishkinda Kand, he takes almost 4 pages to write about what friendship is about. And I have picked only certain chapais and I'll read them for you. मित्रता न ऐसा रिश्ता है, जब जी चाहा तब छोड़ दिया, मिट्टी का नहीं खिलौना है, जो खेल खेल में तोड़ दिया, मुंह देखी महा में हाँ करना, मित्रों का नहीं को नहीं मुनासिब है, लेने देने पर गौर करेंगे नहीं कहीं भी वाजिब है, यदि तुम्हें मित्रता करनी है तो फर्ज मित्र का अदा करो, वह जफा करें तुम वफा करो, वह दगा करें तुम दुआ करो. Now the modern mindset of society may not necessarily agree with this, but he gives a lot of important significance to mitrata. Or again, another line that I really liked was, सर्वत्र दुष्ट आचरणों से मित्रों को मित्र बचाते हैं, बादल की नाई गरमा कर ठंडा पानी बरसाते हैं. So if a friend of yours is giving you a bitter pill, he probably that friend is sincere. He's trying to bring a change in you, or is going to make you a better person. And he emphasized that. And I like that aspect of Ramayana, in Ramayana writing in him. And of course, we all know that, Tulsidas Ji Ramayana is full of messages for us to follow. The only the thing is that this Ramayana is written again in more simpler script. I think I have pretty much said what I want to. It's a beautiful Ramayana in poetry form. In conclusion, I would say that, when you read Tulsi Ramayana, and many of us have lived our lifetimes reading that, when you come to the end, the Uttarkand, it pretty much Ramji's life story stops with his coronation, and then there's a little bit of Leela described where there's some Tattva Gyan given, and then the story ends with more with Kagbusundji's experience in Ram Bhakti. There's a lot of emphasis on the devotion aspect. In this Ramayana, when you read and you go to the end, you feel a closure on Ramji's life story. The very last chapai actually in this Ramayana, and I'll read that to you, says, it's the Chitra of Saket, when Ramji has returned. साकेत धाम में जाते ही फिर सभा राम की साज गई, प्रभु सिंहासन पर दाएं थे, सीता वामांग विराज गई। सौमित्र राम के चरणों को शत्रुघ्न समेत दबाते थे, श्री भरत लाल निज हाथों से प्रभुवर को चवर ढुलाते थे। So when you finish this Ramayana, you get this this presence of Ramayana with his family, with the four brothers in Saket. Saket darshan karate hain. So it kind of brings a closure to the story of Ashwamedh Yagya, Sita ji ka abduction, Sita ji ka phir se prithvi mein jana, and the whole 9 yards. The one other advantage that I like of this Ramayana is you can do a Parayan in 12 to 14 hours, which means it can be a day activity. And I'm very excited about that because as we have gotten older, reading Ramayana 24 hours through the periods of night has become somewhat challenging. But in any case, we have an option now of reading this Ramayana in a daytime, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The ultimate reality, of course, is already quoted by Tulsidas Ji. Hari Anant, Hari Katha Ananta, Bahi Sunai Bahu Vidhi Sab Santa. I'm singing this last chapai as icing on cake, as mallam, zakan ke. Sab Bhagwan bhi bahut hain, limitless gods, limitless stories, limitless writers, limitless bhaktas, and each with their own inspiration and each with their own story. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram. बहुत धन्यवाद दीदी, आपका स्क्रीन शेयर जरा, can you close your screen share दीदी?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Jai Shri Ram. बहुत सुंदर
जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम। वेरी बहुत अच्छा उषा जी।
जय सिया राम उषा दीदी।
Ram Ram Sarojji. Agar yahan, let me see in gallery view if the couple from Bareilly is here. I want to highlight them a little bit right here. If you can spotlight Shashi's iPad, I want them to. I want all of you to see this couple because they have lived in Bareilly and listened to Radheshyam's Ramayana with his own Vani in their home. So this is not ancient. This is our lifetime experience. So that's all. Thank you, Vaisa.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Bhav Sundar. We might take 5 more minutes today than normal time. But that's definitely enjoyed listening to both the speakers, Veena-ji and Usha-ji. But one thing I'm now learning that we really need to give more time for such presentations. It's just not fair to you, both of you, that so much time, so much effort doing research. But it takes a lot of time to prepare such things. Having been professor all my life, I know that how much time it takes to prepare anything. So I think going forward, we might have to keep that in mind. But आपने बहुत अच्छे चौपाई पे conclude किया, हरिअनंत हरिकथा अनंता कहे विदई संसंता. तो ये तो अनंत प्रकार की कथाएं, अनंत वार्ताएं, अनंत इंटरप्रिटेशंस हैं. तो हमें बस सबको उसी हिसाब से समझना चाहिए और जानना चाहिए. So let me just talk a little bit about where are we moving from here. So there are lots of things that are happening now from March onwards. So next week will be the first Saturday of the month, and that day we have a special invite speaker. We've been doing it for several months now. In March, on 11th March is Shivratri. So March is, for us now, is the Shivji's month. So we have a speaker, Ram Lakshman Gupta ji. We have heard him earlier, extremely knowledgeable scholar in our scriptures. So he will talk about Ram worship ka parasparik sambandh with reference to Ramcharitmanas. So that is 6th March. And of course, we started this Hanuman Chalisa class. We did just one class last week, and all we did just 2 dohas. So it will continue from this Tuesday. Maybe we'll have 2 more classes. We'll see. On 30th and 20th March, subsequent 2 Saturdays. Can you shoo him away from the video? Yeah, please, turn your video off. Anybody has video, actually, audio on. आपका किसी का भी ऑडियो ऑन है, आप म्यूट पर रख दें प्लीज. So we will have Shiv Ram and Ramayana par charcha. There are about 10 speakers. Everybody will take about 10-12 minutes and talk about that. And then we'll come back to the 4th Saturday, our this discussion on other Ramayana. So we'll have 2 Ramayans next month. One is in Prakrit Bhasha, Om Charya Acharya Bimal Suridwara Rachit Ramayana, Dr. Mumtaz Jain from Pune. And Kritivasi Ramayana, which is Bangla Ramayana by Dr. Tanmay Chatterjee in Houston. I think I need to get back to these scholars and see if they will be okay with 30 minutes. Otherwise, we might want to do a mid-course correction. And it will be in April. Now, April is a most exciting month because our favorite Lord Ram's Pragati Divas is there. Ram Navami is on 21st April. So on 3rd April, again first Saturday being, we are going to invite Shri Manas Dut Baladin ji, जो यहाँ पर आए हुए हैं. So he will start with Tulsi Ke Ram. And our new month, Chaitra Mas, also begins in April. I think it's 13th April. So Dr. Harishchandra from Arya Samaj Houston will talk about our system of months. Many of us are not, at least I'm not clear how our Indian system works. So he will give us a little primer on it. 17th and 18th April, we'll plan a global Lakhan Ramayana, something similar we have done last year. I don't remember the dates, around May, June. And for that, I will develop a Google form. So please, if you want to participate, please sign in on that. And 21st April is Ram Navami. So we will have Ram Bhajan Sandhya. Again, I will develop a Google form if you want to sing a Ram Bhajan. And on 24th and 25th April, we'll be doing the 4th International Ramayana Conference. We've been doing International Ramayana Conference, more academic research-based conference. So then with that, we might need a small change in the date. And the last Saturday, not Saturday. 27th April happens to be Tuesday, which happens to be Hanuman Jayanti. So Hanuman Jayanti में हनुमान जी को कैसे छोड़ सकते हैं? So Usha ji came up with an idea about while studying or reading Radheshyam Ramayana that we can do an online Ram Leela, or now it's called, I tried the name Hanu Leela, but I think it's changed to Sundar Leela now. For this, there is a Google form already up there. So if you want to participate in this, please sign. I think we have received 5-6 names already. So please go to our WhatsApp messages and sign in for participation. Then Usha ji and our team will figure out how to structure that. So I thought I want to, and as you know that on our website, these things are posted as we're trying to keep it very current, and I will just show that to you if I can. I'll keep showing until we all get used to it. So anytime you want to see kaun sa program hai, just go to the Ramayana.org. Ramayana is Ramcharit.org, excuse me. Ramcharit is RAMA. So there also you can see this is today's program, and then 2nd March and Hanuman Chalisa, and so they are all March programs are there. So this is, I thought I will share with you on this. Other thing I wanted to announce here, for past 3 Ramayana conferences, we have collected some selected articles, and that is coming in form of a book. It's going to be called Ramayana Ke Moti, or Pulse of Ramayana. It will have about 30 articles, about half in English, half in Hindi. Our goal is to formally launch it on Ram Navami Divas. I think we should do it. We have got 7 weeks. I think about 80% work has already been done. So all that is going on. So with this information, I'm going to stop here. I think I want to request Usha ji to take a minute or two if you want to talk a little bit about your Ram Leela thing, Usha ji, and then maybe another 5 minutes for any short question answers. Yes, Haji, Usha ji, please.
जी ये शेयर स्क्रीन आप बंद कर दें तो
हाँ बिल्कुल thanks.
So again, the great benefit of participating and preparing talks in Ramcharit Manthan programs is that you delve into वो जो सागर है ना, जैसे वो कहानी गीत है ना, प्रेम का सागर हाय गहरा होता जाए और जितना मैं जाता हूँ उतना मैं और गहरा होता, तो you experience. So this experience led me to read Radheshyam Ramayana one more time very deeply, and I said, अभी ये जो अपना राम नवमी और हनुमान जयंती के उत्सव आ रहे हैं, तो मुझे brought up the idea कि कुछ let's do something. And again, through my grandchildren, I'm seeing that the schools are preparing a lot of Zoom-based dramas and plays and dances. I said, if they can do it, why can't we do it? So let us create a Zoom-based Ram Leela, Abhinay Leela, and recite Ramayana. And we got a glimpse of it today in Veena Mohanji's presentation. My God, let's give her a round of applause one more time. It was so beautiful. So then I got inspired and I requested to Omji that we should prepare a Ram Leela based on Zoom. And of course he agreed, and we formed a small committee. And I think हमारे यहाँ पे धर्मेंद्र गुप्ता जी हैं, उसमें विनीता मिश्रा जी हैं, मलिक जी हैं, और एक हमारी और पारो जी हैं, वो I don't know if she's here today, but so there's a subgroup of 4 or 5 of us, and we are putting together the script and all that. Omji is going to be sending out a form. So the focus of this Ram Leela will be the Sundar Kand Leela, the Hanuman ji ki jo Lanka Dahan or Hanuman ji ka Lanka mein jana and all that portion of Leela. So we're working on it. I encourage you all to look at that form on the website, become part of Ramcharit Manthan website, and offer your your offering to this Ramlila. You will have a tremendous. We will be practicing, believe it or not. Abhinay ke liye maybe I'll invite Meena ji to help us if she doesn't mind. We'll ask her to join. So each of us will become actors and Ramlila players. And so I encourage you to participate in that event and other events. If you are academic in nature, you want more serious study type presentations, then we have the conference coming up and many other opportunities. So
Thank you. So we have already pasted sent that Google form to participate in Ramlila. So, but again, those who are not seeing their WhatsApp regularly, and I've just put in the chat that Google form. So those of you interested, you can use this.
we already have a Vibhishan offering by Dr.
Mishra.
Mishra ji. हाँ जी, मिश्रा जी ने already कहा कि उनको विभीषण का part play करना है. So there's a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
Get involved.
No, I've already received 5-6 other forms. So we'll put all that together. So we'll put all that together and see what's the best way to. We're trying to involve as many people as possible, but again, there's going to be a limit. I think we've identified 15 characters from Sundarkand. So, and some roles can be, if there are more people interested, can be split, I guess, So that again, it's going to be this committee's decision how they want to do it. Okay, any comment or any question on today's thing? There's not a whole lot of time, unfortunately. We are already past time. हाँ जी, डॉक्टर साहब कहिए, मिश्रा जी.
हरे कृष्ण ओम जी. उषा जी, हम आपको ये एक भेद बतलाना चाहते हैं कि हम विभीषण का रोल क्यों करना चाहते हैं. एक सीक्रेट आपसे शेयर करना चाहते हैं. विभीषण जो है लंका में राम नाम का जप कर रहे हैं और हनुमान जी जबरदस्ती उनके घर में जाते हैं, उनके महल में. तो इसी तरह मेरी ये प्रार्थना है कि हनुमान जी मेरे गुरु, वो भी जबरदस्ती मेरे मानस पटल में प्रवेश करें. तो ये लालच है मुझे.
बहुत सुंदर.
Very nice. Very nice.
Any other question or comment? Anybody? All right, wonderful. बहुत धन्यवाद.
Om Bhai Sahab, thank you.
नहीं, thank you. So kind of you. Thank you very much. आप लोग जब भी आए, श्रोता वक्ता सबको मेरा प्रणाम. मेरा तो हमेशा फायदे रहता है. I've learned so many new things today. So I'm always a student, lifetime student, and उसी में ज़्यादा फायदा है. So Jai Shri Ram. Let's close.
Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram.
Om Sarvesham Shantirabhavatu. Sarvesham Shantirabhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarve Bhavanti Sukhina. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Bhavet. Om Sato Ma Satgamaya. Soma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityo Mritgamaya. Om Shanti.